Ladies and gents, we are back and better than ever. It's Nick or Nicky D here. Tony Kikuza, my man, is going to learn how to backflip if it's the last thing I do. But today I'm going to talk about how you are going to learn how to backflip. What it takes for you to learn how to backflip. It takes explosiveness, focus, and get over the fear of going backwards. Too many times did I see Tony dive over his shoulder here, and that's how you're going to get hurt. Do not dive over your shoulder. You can see him turn his head a little bit because it's that uneasiness of going backwards. Yeah, I get it, but I'm over it, and and this is what you can see. This is what ends up happening right here. So as you can tell, as I come into the frame here, I decide to have him jump off of something. Now this is just something that I like to do. I like to jump off of something because it gives you a little extra height. And since he wasn't landing in the same spot anyway, this was safe for him. And never do this. I wouldn't jump off of anything unless you have a spotter to start. Because otherwise, if you jump up and land in the same spot, you could potentially hurt yourself pretty bad. So I wouldn't recommend doing it without a spotter. You can, but you just have to know how to jump backwards. And jumping backwards decreases your height, which makes you have to rotate and tuck harder. So jumping off of something is not as easy as you might think it would be. Right here to Tony, I'm just telling him, look back, look at the ceiling. You can see how he starts looking up. Boom. And he just needs to tuck his legs a little bit harder, and he's there. And I keep telling him that. I'm like, you're inches away from landing a backflip. You just have to tuck harder and rotate straight backwards and not turn his head. Hold up. Stop the music. Look at this. This is where Tony decides to bail out and go over his shoulder. And look what happens. He jams his foot. See, this is how injuries happen if you're bailing out in the air. Now let's keep on boogieing. As we come to a close here, all I was telling Tony is just keep that focus in your head. The 3 main steps of doing a backflip. 1 is jumping and getting the height. 2 is throwing your hands as hard as you can to get the rotation. And 3 is to tuck your legs. If you do all 3, you're going to land a backflip. You're going to do it. You just got to get enough height, enough rotation, and tight enough tuck, and you'll make it all the way around.
It's tiring to get back in and out of a pool.
Can he do it? Can he do it? Oh! Free Willy!